Welcome back, my evil Germans, my evil demons, and my unholy friends, and my beautiful, sexy, ever so amazing enemies. Welcome back to ever so amazing, random, sexy Cossacks, where we are playing American Conquest, where we rape, pillage, and burn the children of the native tribes of Americas. There you go, that's the entire gist of this game anyway. So hell's bells, last time we did beautiful stuff positioning ourselves like this. Look at that beautiful hold ground, stand ground position. We made that, and there we have here a massive amount of dragoons, no less. Dragoons, my friends, dragoons. A 17th century dragoon. Cavalryman armed with a wheel-lock rifle and a sword of justice, but without armor. Takes an average time to create and has a very high cost. Good both in melee and range attacks. Average range of fire. Fast moving with good morale. The attack parameter increases considerably with combat experience. Can be effective for combat operations and sabotage. Requires gold for upkeep. There you go. And how do we see gold for upkeep? You can see coal, iron, and gold for upkeep, not on that side. And there you go, amazing stuff. Am I not an amazing stuff? Yes, I am. You know this to be true. Do not lie to yourself. And as you can see, of course, the enemy has no chance, and we actually did lose a few men here. Holy crap, we actually did lose a few men there. Unbelievable. Even though we do have a blockhouse right here, level 2 blockhouse no less, we got lost a few men here. Kinda sad about that, but it's okay. They are not important, my friends. They are not important. What is important is that we'll be building a little bit more of Fusiliers. Fusiliers, again, I'm not gonna touch much on the damage from the steel weapons attack, because again, that's only in a personal combat. So what I'm gonna be doing is spam a huge chunk of these bad boys, like huge chunk of them, and see how they're gonna work for us. You know, I'm gonna few of these. So I'm gonna get the drummers, some officers, standard bearers, and the officers. They're all white. Am I wrong? They're all white. They're all motherfucking white. What do you want me to say? They're all motherfucking white. Okay, so all these unused forces shall go onto the right flank, to be honest. They go on the right flank. And we are losing a bunch of men in this location for some fucking reason. You see me, it's the biggest attack from the Indians, from the Mayas, so that's not good. Also, they do have this, so maybe they have some kind of a thing. Maybe the arrow is going into that direction. I'm not seeing it at the moment, but that's okay. Now we're gonna nuke the living shit out of it. We have a chief himself, the Mayan chief right there with his equipment. But to be honest, we only need one cannon to open fire and accidentally hit the target. After that, it's a GG anyway. So Conquistadors moving up front here like beasts. Not the greatest range in terms of view stuff, so it's all good. So there you go. We can see next to the tower of Babel. Of course, that's an evil Tower of Babel. And let's see again this little stream. It's a little stream, and it seems that we cannot pass it for some fucking reason. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think this is may be the location from which we can only arrive, maybe. I have no clue. It would seem it is. Let's see. Yeah. It would seem I was right. For some... Wait, but they were coming from this location. Like, the enemy was coming from this point. I have no idea why. I was thinking this is gonna be this side thing from which we could be really attacking and raping and pillaging the Germans. But it would seem it's not the thing. Oh, come on, this is like nothing. You can cross it. Come on, really? Okay, so that, I mean, we've seen some of the Indians coming from that location. For some reason, it does not work for us. Maybe, or specifically, only infantry can pass. Maybe, no. No, they cannot. Okay, so all this was for nothing. This would mean that we do have to get a little bit closer now towards the enemy. Well, let's wait for this, firstly for this bullcrap to go away. We're gonna move in with dragoons to this location. I'm gonna be moving with all these forces. Yeah, let all these forces towards this location. Excellent. Let's move in. Let's move in. Let's move in. Hold your ground if you can. If you can't, you will cry like a little bitch. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff indeed. Conquistadors over here. Not there, over here. Protect the flanks. Conquistador, protect that flank. Good stuff is happening. Good stuff is happening. I should have these guys on control key something, but I do not have them on control key something. Let's get over this location. Thank you very much. Formation Delta. Go, go, go. Excellent. I'm gonna annihilate a few things here. They have a town center right here, and they do have a Temple of Justice. I honestly have no idea from where these guys are coming from. I never played with any of the native tribes in this game, so I honestly have no clue how they're built, how their economy thingy works, anything. I have no freaking clue. So this is gonna be an interesting point. Right here, let's get over here. Thank you very much. It's gonna be an interesting point to see at certain mission, and I believe there might be a few missions where you can play as these Germans and you can see how they work. Hold your ground over here. Thank you very much. Charge into this. Go. Go. Now we're gonna charge into that location. Get with this, with the formation. Get with the musketeers. Now we are just charging like beasts. Like beasts. Charging into the enemy. Here. Go, 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 my friends. Go. Excellent. Charge inside. Inside. Go, go, go. Let's see how many men they do have. 28. Holy crap, it's a rapage. And look how much we are actually dying here with our dragoons. There you go. Now it's all good. Though we lost so many dragoons, it's ridiculous. Look at this bullcrap. It's evil. Like, holy crap. Did you see the damage that thing does? That's like OMG. You know, like OMG, to be honest. Just OMG. Sad but true. Sad but true. Let's move on our halberdiers. Let's get more of our musketeers. And that's it. Beautiful stuff. Did not lose, like, lost 2 guys in this formation. I am fine with it. Again, we do have a nice support from everyone, so it's all good, my friends. It's all good. Let's concentrate on destroying their temple. Now, I believe the temple, this thing, which is the temple, is not a temple of the temple, where you build your forces. I have no clue. I mean, these guys are coming up, they're pikemen, they're coming from certain building, specifically in the dark area of the world. And I have no clue where the dark area of the world truly is in this location. So, like, I don't know where that dark specific area is. So we're gonna position our musketeers inside, cause why the hell not? This is a tower. What does this tower really do? Defensive structure. So it's just a defensive structure. Looks evil. Looks like it could eat children, but it probably can. And as you can see, we're kind of slowly making our beautiful Fusiliers. Our very first amount of big, massive first formation of Fusiliers. Now, we did get a lot of upgrades from the town center. I believe we can get a little bit more Fusiliers scatter fire, Fusiliers rate of fire, Fusiliers everything. And we shall do that. But to be honest, I think I've gotten all the armor upgrades for my units anyway. So hell's motherfucking bells, I'm touching myself right now because it feels good. 25,000 gold. 25,000 gold, I can do that. I mean, I have a lot of gold, honestly, at this point, wow, you guys, you fucking assholes, I told you, do not fucking move. Why do you move? Like, why the fuck do you move, you pieces of shit? Like, hold ground. And that hold ground thing doesn't work always. I don't know why it doesn't work always. It just doesn't work always. That's pure bullshit. Right there, my friends. That's fucking pure mother humping bullshit. I hate that. I really fucking do. Okay, let's move on a little bit closer now towards the Germans. Towards destiny. Let's move up. Move up slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Hold ground, hold ground, hold ground, hold ground. You have a long range. Stay where you are, you assholes. Stay where the fuck you are. Okay, beautiful thing. And we definitely lost the Dragoon Company. I mean, Hell's Bells, not enough to support it, it would seem. Let's see, do we have that ability? Nope, not enough. Fuck. Great, amazing, loving it. Loving it. Stay where you are, hold ground. Let's move a little bit better, make a proper formation. Excellent. Now the question is, are they shooting us? And that's their fortress. It's the fortress that counts. It's just the question is where the big fucking range is. Does it have a massive range? That's also the question. So while they're having fun over there, we're gonna be attacking them from the sides with everything that we have. Not enough of anything in this location. I'm not even gonna try to build anything else, to be honest. I'm gonna concentrate utilizing just fortress. You know, the fortress. Get over here. Hold the line. Here, maybe, a little bit. Okay, we are losing this point. It would seem that those arrows can actually reach us a tad bit. Get over here, and hold ground when you can. Thank you very much. This... Come on, guys, capture it. Oh my god. Is it ours? Yes, it is. Okay, so we have no more of that formation. It's gone because I had to utilize that formation to actually even enter this damnable building. Pure bullshit, I say. Well, while they're having fun over there, not you, not you, thank you very much. Let's get our dragoons towards this Tower of Babel, right? And then we're gonna be attacking them from the sides. As you can see, we're already taking over their mines, everything that they have. Beautiful job. Not formation attack though. Sad but true. Not a formation attack of any kind. And we lost... God damn it. Form. Can someone form here? Nope. 36, that's it. That's the formation of 36. Sad but true. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. So this is ours now. We control all these things. We control the gold mine. We control the beautiful coal mine. And we control the iron mine, no less. And aren't we amazing? Yes, we are. We are quite amazing. Let's get our beautiful cav, our dragoons over here. Let's delete this building as we have no use for it whatsoever. We have no use for it at all. I'm gonna try and charge into that. I'm gonna try and charge into that, fall back, and see how that's gonna go for us. Fall back. Yeah, get inside that beautiful thing. Only 5 people inside, so I don't think that should pose a problem of any kind. Okay, I think this is ours. It is. Okay. So from this location we might do a few damages against the enemy. Fall back again. No point stand ground also. Let's see what's happening in the middle. Middle completely annihilated again by the Germans. Not a good thing at all. I don't like how we failed there. We lost the complete formation. I don't like that at all. There are a few more buildings we really need to deal with. And we will. And we will. I don't know if I should destroy these. They're not trying to retake the mines, and hopefully that's how it's gonna stay for a while at least. Let's get our conquistadors over here to help out our dragoons. They're now getting into a melee fight, and the Conquistadors are much more armored than the rest of the bullshitters. Let's position them in front and hold ground. Excellent. They all have the pistols and pistols and a pistol and a pistol, so it's all good. You guys, formation, whatever. Oh, you're all broken now. Oh man, I love it. Okay, so we're definitely losing in terms of that. We're still building a huge chunk of these, but not enough. Not enough, my friends, not enough. They're slowly being built. Definitely 18th century units being slowly built. Douchebags, they truly are. Let's make a proper formation. Okay, well, I built enough. I want to make a proper formation. Oh God, you guys suck ass. Hold ground. Hold ground. They're all broken completely now. They're all broken completely, and thankfully the range of cannons is massive, and they're in a good position to not give two fucks about the enemy in the end. Again, I have no idea from where the enemy tends to build their units. They just keep coming from somewhere. I have no clue where. And their town center nicely hit by our massive force. They are peasantry ever, if ever. Like that was a town center, I think. Right? Good stuff indeed. Now we could charge into the enemy, which again, I don't like that. Come on, we lost so many units, it's ridiculous. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing, my friends, what I'm gonna be doing is absolutely nothing. But what I'm gonna be doing is make something additional for this amazing run through the enemy. Let's see, can I build anything on any kind of formation? 120 people, good stuff. I like this formation. 120 Fusiliers coming right up. You asked for them, you're gonna be getting a huge chunk of them. 120 are my first bunch of Fusiliers in a proper formation, and that's gonna be just beautiful to look at first and foremost. Okay, so what I want to do with them, maybe, just maybe, make a fortress. Cause honestly, or not a fortress. To be honest, it would be much preferable to get the look at the amount we need of wood and stone. My God, I can't even read that. I can't count to that number. Jesus, as I said, the more you build, the more it costs of everything. But we can definitely build a fortress. And you know, I would like to build a fortress right here somewhere. Right here, I'm gonna build a fortress. Right, get over here, guys. Get over here. Beautiful stuff. It might be a GG. It might not be a GG. We shall see. Oh, they have that also. I did not notice it. I did not notice they had additional beautiful scout tower. Again, those scout towers can rape, pillage, and burn children. I do not like them. Now, because of that fact, because they can be evil. They can be very evil. Excellent job. All of you, well, actually just peasantry. Can you enter maybe? Thank you very much. Excellent. Let's get a little bit closer now. Spread formation, that is the line formation. They're gonna probably all die before they can do shit anyway. It's ridiculous how fast they're dying. Like, just because someone is shooting from the buildings. Which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. I mean, I understand they have no armor whatsoever, but it is ridiculous. You know, for this alone, we will be needing the best troops, I guess. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna charge in with the musketeers and see how this is gonna go for us. But definitely we'll be needing halberdiers for all this. We will be needing halberdiers. Okay, let's get inside here. Inside here. Go, go, go. As you can see, they're getting slowly towards it, but they're gonna get raped by these fuckers. And see, again, it's all about how good they are in melee combat. As you can see, nothing. They're disgustingly bad, and they got annihilated all. All of them got annihilated so easily by the enemy, it's not even a fucking joke. So Hell's Mother Humping Bells, what do we do now? We have no Halberdier, so it's a GG right there. It was a sad moment for all of us, of course. It was a sad moment for all of us. Well, the only thing we can really do is concentrating on building a huge chunk, and I do mean a huge chunk of Halberdiers if we want to capture, or we can just utilize again just about cannons. Yes, spam cannons like nobody's batching, it's a GG, and you know, everybody likes ya and stuff like that. Can we get a little bit closer over here? Let's get over here. I think there is also a massive part of the city on this location. We'll definitely need more units if we're gonna tamper with that bullcrap. But let's see. Officer, can you make anything of this formation? 36. Well, that's great. I like that. Also, you guys could help out this formation, considering I think they lost an officer in that formation. Let's get over to this point. Now this was literally supposed to be the best, right? Like they're supposed to rape, pillage, and burn children, for fuck's sake. But they're not doing it. You're not fucking doing that. And that's sad. That makes demons sad a little bit. They're not, I mean, okay, this is the point where, you know, realize that buildings can really kind of fuck you in the ass and tell you you're their bitch. You know, for the fact that you do not have, and I do mean that, you really do not have an option except to like charge or destroy every building, right? But if you charge into them, you lose so many units if they are not Halberdiers, if they are not armored units specifically. And considering the Spanish do have conquistadors that cannot enter buildings, for instance, let's build the artillery depot, and they do only have the, it would seem like, I mean, the only Halberdiers that are useful in that sense. Hell's Mother Humping Bells, right? But do you know, like, do you really need them? Like, you know, I mean, again, you can utilize just the artillery guns and slowly destroy everything. But what use are they in this siege combat? Like, specifically these types of units, like Fusiliers, no armored units. I mean, they can easily, see how easily every one of those units dies without proper armor upgrades. I mean, again, do remember that, again, these guys are not fully upgraded or anything like that. I have not touched much upon that at all. Like, as you can see here, I have not really touched much. They are only level 1 on defense, so morale and defense +2, unless that's a morale defense. some sort evil defense is a morale defense. A morale defense indeed. Let's get all the peasantry. Let's see how much peasantry I do really have. 138 peasantry. That's actually working, mind you. I need the peasantry that's not doing shite. And that specifically comes, I don't know which building gives us that. I think it is this. Yes, there it is. So we can actually see peasantry and doing shite in the damnable thing. Also the captured peasantry. Let's tell them all to get inside this fort and start making halberdiers. Now, of course, like as I said, you can just do it the old-fashioned way of utilizing the artillery guns. But where's always the fun in that? You know, utilize just artillery guns, it's a GG anyway. But we will do that. Why the hell not? We will do that. I mean, all these storehouses and dwellings, these are dwellings number 2, they can totally annihilate most of your troopansies. And like Hell's Mother Humping Bells, they can completely annihilate most of your units without, you know, well, they're just getting toward it. And they're utilizing arrows, man. They're utilizing fucking arrows. And we, like, do have a lot of halberdiers. And they proved again that they are very useful for this kind of a thing. They're much better than the regular musketeers or, well, any other unit that isn't armored. So Hell's Mother Humping Bells. Let's see, how is it going for us? Slowly but surely. Okay, great. Let's spam a huge chunk of these bastards. What I'm gonna do is start upgrading my Fusiliers just for the lols of it, even though they're not gonna be useful. Again, this entire mission is just a very easy, impossibly easy mission. And that's all there is to it. There is nothing special about this mission. The enemy doesn't really rape you at all. I mean, hell's bells, their buildings do rape you in the ass hard, but that's all that you're gonna find in this mission. So again, most of this mission was about me trying to show off a lot of stuff that the game has in slow order, so to speak. You know, we do usually we would, like in like one mission where we're defending the fort, we had to build a fortress, that is, and then defend it. You don't have time to really talk about every individual thing you can build in the game, and how you can deal with it, and what do you do, and how you do it, and all the good stuff like that. If you see, we're not getting the officer at all. I have no idea. I think we do have an officer somewhere around this location. No, there he is somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking for the white uniforms. There they are. There you are. Let's get over here. Rejoin. Thank you very much. Well, I only need one. I don't think I'll be needing all three of you to command just one formation of 120 buckaroos, people. So there you go, my friends. Army Z, Army Z, Army Z, Army Z. Okay, good stuff for the Army Z. Okay. Nope. Maybe we do have a officer. I have no clue still. Like, this one isn't joining up, but I cannot see if we do have an officer. No, we do not have an officer, no the drummer, but they don't want to join in the fun. Okay. Okay. Maybe we need also drummer. I'm interested in it. We have this bastard, right? We have this bastard, we have this bastard. We may need to have also a drummer close by, so that you can actually make a proper formation, or should I say reform the formation. Maybe. And this is it, my friends. It's just a little bit bomb the living crap out of the enemies, and that's it. No. Okay, so you cannot get back your support units, like the officer or the drummer or even this fucker here. Okay, but again, I did go to assume formation. Group formations, maybe. No. Okay, well. That's it. Okay, doesn't matter. Does not matter whatsoever, as it is all the point now just to rush into the enemy, rape, pillage, and burn. And all these units are useless for this job, as we all know that they can't do crap. They're gonna probably just get raped and pillaged by the arrows themselves, and that's not gonna be that's just not the point. That's just not the point. Okay, let's get our man finally over here. Let's charge into these points, and I'm gonna upgrade my beautiful man as much as possible with defense and of course the attack, steel attack. So when they do charge into those buildings, they can actually survive. And definitely, again, this is a tier 1 unit. This is the tier 1 unit. That's what I love about the Cossacks. Tier 1 units still are very much useful. I mean, we don't have 18th century pikemen from what I'm seeing. We don't have 18th century pikemen like in the Cossacks 1. You don't have an 18th century pikeman. In Cossacks 2, pikemen are useless, and they're the only, like, I think 2 nations might have them. And and that's only like really useless unit. Like melee unit in general. Hell's bells. But what I want to say is I'm awesome, and that we all know that, of course. But the point is, the pikemen are amazing. And what the fuck am I talking about? Pikemen, yeah, pikemen, or halberdiers in this case. So they're tier 1 unit, and they're still as useful as they come. And that's the great thing about this game. Tier 1 units are useful, especially for sieging. But again, if you do have artillery guns, I don't think you're gonna feel the pain, really, from the enemy at all. Like Hell's Bells, just the range, having just a sight towards something, the artillery gun's gonna open fire and it's a GG. You only have this one cannon, right? That's just one basic fucking cannon. But that's one basic cannon can annihilate one building in one shot, because you have that addition of fire damage, and that spreads pretty fast inside the building, and it's a GG. Only one shot. You don't need 2 shots, 3 shots, 50 shots. You just need one shot at this, and it's a GG. Of course, there is an actual friendly fire, so you might fuck up there and actually destroy one of your structures, which is kind of understandable if you're willing. Specifically. Now, of course, if you do fuck up that, then you're fucked anyway. There were situations in skirmish manager where that stuff happened. So, like, you would, because the enemy army getting too close to your buildings, the fort would open fire with cannons and accidentally hit one of your buildings, and you have to repair it as fast as possible, or it's a GG. And that happened because most of the buildings tend to be high, like very high buildings like mills, and that's immediate GG because the forts hit those mills like nobody's bitch. It just happens. I don't know how, like, I mean, I love the addition of friendly fire, but it is just because it's so high, it hits it always. So you have to find a perfect position to where you know the enemy won't be attacking, or you're gonna lose that mill, and it's gonna be a GG. Okay, while they're having fun with 5 guys there, we're gonna charge in with the rest of our beautiful halberdiers up to this location. Remember, we have kind of upgraded as much as possible on the attack and morale. I'm gonna upgrade and continually upgrade all this. Thank you very much. Excellent. Now we are charging inside like bosses. We are 18 people inside. I have no idea what's happening, but someone is dying, I believe. There you go. Beautiful job. Beautiful. It totally depends on what's guarding these things, you know? What's guarding them? Like they're the best units guarding them, or just the most basic freaking unit guarding it? That's the question. That truly is the question. Excellent job. I think like we're left with nothing. So what I'm gonna be doing is immediately sending all my dragoons to retake as much as possible, and that is the conquistadors as much as possible, and that's a GG. So I'm charging with my halberdiers into the last house on the left. That way rape the last thing, the dwelling, number 2. And here I go in with the dragoons and conquistadors to recapture the mines. There's specifically a stone mine, if I'm not mistaken, and a different stone mine, if I'm not mistaken. It was not a stone mine because from the beginning there was nothing there, it would seem. Or maybe it was accidentally destroyed by someone. I have no clue. I love how they're just standing there. They're right there. Like, they're right there. The enemy is right there. So this dwelling, number 2, has 35 defense slots. Like, holy crap. That's ridiculous. In all honesty. That's just ridiculous. And it would seem there is a Tower of Babel at this point. Thankfully, we still left with a bunch of men of mass destruction. I'm going to charge in even with our Fusiliers. And let's see how they do against this. Like, again, this is a big boy. Like, 25,000 health points. Truly an evil, evil thing, right? Truly, just like, look at the amount of damage they're trying to do upon us. Okay, charge inside, charge inside. See, come on, like they're dead already. Jesus fucking Christ, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Like, they killed them like they're nothing. So, as you can see, definitely cannons, bad boys. They have to get a little bit closer and rape and pillage that damnable thing. Shoot it down. Let's see if they will be able to, considering this is kind of an uphill battle here for their cannons. So let's see how close they have to get a little bit to start opening fire. So definitely, as you can see, the Fusilier is complete waste of time if you're gonna really charge into the enemy that way. They are for the open ground with support of course, bigger squads of something. Of course, because again, they might be good also in melee fight. I have no clue. We have not read that exactly what they do, how they do it, and with whom they do it. Okay. Possesses one of the best shot radiuses and an excellent rate of fire, shot power and range of vision. Good in melee combat owing to bayonet. High morale characteristic. Combat experience considerably increase the strike power of this unit. The most important upgrades for this unit are those referring to the creation speed. So these guys are bad boys, but the armor is complete and utter shite for them, and which you can also see here. See, 2-2, 2-2. If this is also the armor plus, I guess 3 again of the addition, I'm guessing, of the formation and so-called officers and crap like that, and whatever and whomever and however, I have no clue. But the fact is, that's the GG. Do we even have a sight towards that damnable thing? Because honestly, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the love at all here. Okay, let's bring in the conquistadors. Let's destroy all these housings that we really have no use for. Get our halberdiers out of these housings. Because maybe it counts though these specific buildings like because they're not destroyed. Even though they are under our control, you have to actually destroy them all. So we're just gonna blow the living crap out of them. And I do always will love the addition of the AoE explosion effect that will damage and kill your units that are close by the burning buildings, or what should I say, the moment explosion buildings. Though that's actually cool, kind of really cool. Something I really enjoy in this series is that you can definitely fuck yourself in the ass if you accidentally leave your units near burning buildings. Okay, you guys, okay, I'm gonna get closer here, thank you very much. We could do a last charge. These guys will die. So we have to nicely find like who's gonna be first to get shot, and these guys just gonna go from behind. But again, considering that they probably have a huge chunk of units inside inside the tower, we're gonna risk everything, and I'm kind of fine with that. I am kind of fine with that. Let's get our like breaking the formation. Now that's something I really didn't like ever doing in COSSACKS here. I like having my formation and it being able to stick to that formation, but it's understandable why it would break, considering that only like 5 guys in that one scout tower. You would understand it would break the formation, like 5 guys are gonna move, but it would be nice if there are only 5 guys from that like 120 formation get removed, and that's it. But formation is still there, not everybody enters. That would be much more I believe that would be a better way of doing things. I think we're in position to open fire. Oh no, we're gonna wait for this one to get into the position. Now, charge. Good stuff. Good sexy stuff. Enter, 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 enter. You see, they definitely cannot open fire, maybe. No, they can actually open fire. My bad. I was thinking they cannot open fire. My bad. Like, I mean, they're not automatically opening fire in the buildings. They're opening fire that are firing them. So else. Doesn't matter. Message. You have conquered the Mayan Empire and won. We all mourn for the loss of our commander, and that's a sad thing. And of course, I wish you the very best, guys. And next time, who knows what and who knows whom.